is underway for two capital murder suspects who killed a father and daughter in Forest Hill. Good evening, I'm Steve Eager. Police say 24-year-old Adonis Robinson and 21-year-old Jacoby Russell are responsible for shooting and killing a local rapper, Ronnie Sibley, and his 5-year-old daughter Monday at a car wash.
I was mad about I know. Y'all bashing, so y'all got questions? Ask questions. Ask fucking and my mama, I'm gonna tell y'all what the fuck going on. Ask a question. On God, I will let you know. Y'all wanna know how the fuck, y'all wanna know how we got caught? I will gladly tell y'all.
They are 24-year-old Adonis Robinson and 21-year-old Jacoby Russell, both of Fort Worth. Investigators say the two are the gunmen captured by surveillance cameras at a car wash Monday during the ambush and double murder of music rap artist Ronnie Sibley.
The whole situation was stupid. The car wash, it was stupid. They didn't have to do that.
What's up, everybody? What's up? We in the building. What's going on? Shout yourselves out. Seem like we got the usual suspects. XXX says, let's go. How's the audio, man? How's the audio? Hey, X, man. What we on, bro? Let everybody know what we on. We on that bullshit.
Man, there you go with that bullshit.
We on that bullshit.
Platinum record this, Bible record that. I'm making so much money, I'm all over the net.
Yeah, I'm the boss. He on some bullshit.
So, man, today we got a crazy story, and I'm sure everybody knows what the story is about. I'm sure you've heard about it, watched videos. GS Lil Ronnie is a rapper. His 5-year-old daughter got caught in a crossfire. Two goons, two real ninjas was out there, man. We're going to get into it. We're going to talk about it, man. We're going to deep dive into this and try to answer the question, can thugs also be good fathers? But before we get up into that, be sure to like the damn video.
Hit it, hit it, hit it, hit it, get it, get it, get it, get it.
Man, when I first heard about this story, I thought it was just some random ghetto idiocracy. Just random ghetto idiocracy until I started delving a little bit deeper into it. Then it's like, damn, it started pulling on your heartstrings and you start thinking like, was this dude living a double life? Was he really about that life? And did he get caught up into something? And you start asking yourself certain questions like, who would carry out a hit like this in broad daylight if the person that they hitting really didn't have it coming? But anyway, man, let's get into it, man. Y'all let me know at the end of this live what y'all think. But let's get into it, man. Let's get into it.
A 30-year-old man and his 5-year-old daughter were murdered at a car wash in the Fort Worth suburb of Forest Hill.
Sky 4 video shows dozens of evidence markers around a maroon Challenger. Also, a vacuum still laying in the front seat. Fort Worth and Mansfield police were on scene to help with crowd control. Raw emotions as loved ones rushed to the car wash. Cries were heard as people leaned on one another.
When is gonna stop? He didn't target nobody. He was a family man and he was going around rapping. Okay, why would you target him? He didn't bother nobody. And a baby, his baby.
March 3rd, 2025, at approximately 10:49 a.m., Forest Hill police were dispatched to a shooting incident at a local car wash in the 6500 block of Forest Hill Drive. A Upon arrival, officers discovered a 30-year-old male laying on the ground suffering multiple gunshot wounds. He'd later be identified as Chucky Smith, but more commonly known as the Texas rapper Get Money Lil Ronnie. Inside of his vehicle...
Okay, before we continue, y'all heard the old lady say that he ain't hurt nobody, he ain't did nothing to nobody. And I like to give her the benefit of the doubt. I don't think she knows. I think she's just a sweet old lady. But y'all tell me what y'all think this is right here. You know? If you get on the internet and you posting, he's got hood fame, he's got money, stuff going on like that. You got dudes with guns. I don't know if they props or not, but obviously he's about that life because he got somebody that came out to check his temperature and they didn't care that it was broad daylight and they didn't care who was out there. And I don't know if jealousy alone can get you to initiate such a hit, but it seemed like it's a lot deeper than just people ain't rocking with him, you know? So y'all let me know if y'all know exactly why these guys target him. Was it like a retaliation? Because I thought it's retaliation. From what I understand about the streets, usually if somebody is going to come run up on you, broad daylight, and let off in public, they got the street cams, they don't care. You probably did something to deserve that. Also, let me know if I got a little echo on my voice or anything. Hopefully I cleared it up. So let me know if y'all hear anything.
Officers made a horrific discovery. His 5-year-old daughter had been shot. Officers tried life-saving measures on both of them, but tragically, both of them would be pronounced dead at the scene. Preliminary investigation revealed 2 shooters wearing blue jeans and gray sweaters exited a white 4-door Kia. Ronnie's vehicle was parked within a bay at the car wash, and while he was vacuuming his interior, the shooters approached on foot and opened fire. Surveillance video would hit the internet showing they fired from close range as Ronnie took off running across the parking lot and away from his vehicle. Ronnie would keep running, making his way to a dumpster where the 2 shooters who appeared to be fleeing came back. Standing over Ronnie, one shooter would again open fire, dropping him to the ground.
Once again, we got a really good college graduate right here pointing the gun at the camera. We got guys in ski masks and this Lil Tim looking dude right here. Y'all know Lil Tim, right? So I'm just going to assume, me being a square, I'm gonna go ahead and just say I'm L7, I'm a square. I'm gonna go ahead and assume that this is something that got to do with some gang stuff. Okay, cool. Okay, cool. My question is, this GS Lil Ronnie, he seemed to be a pretty decent father, man. I mean, he's involved with his daughter a lot. They were supposed to be doing donuts for dads. I know all about donuts for dads at the school, you know. And if you check his Instagram, we'll go to his Instagram later on, but you check his Instagram, he seems to be an involved father. My question is, how is it that you can be an involved father while also being in the streets? I would love for some black women to answer that question. Any of you black women that may be watching this video, because I strongly doubt that his baby mama was anything other than black, probably from the same damn neighborhood. And I would like to know why you find it necessary to have children with people like this that's obviously not very smart, because from where I'm from, the car wash is the #1 place to get caught. They talk about no lacking out there and Chirac and all that stuff, no lacking. It didn't even seem like he had it on him. Y'all know what I'm talking about. It didn't even seem like he had that on him. So he was out there lacking at the car wash with his daughter. But you got beef in the streets. You did something to somebody to got two shooters, not one, but two shooters. We're going to get into that a little bit later, man. It's bothering me.
The second shooter would go behind the dumpster off camera, and it can be assumed he also fired into Ronnie while he was on the ground. With both shooters running off, Ronnie would make one final attempt to run, but only last 5 seconds before collapsing. The same day of the shooting, police would announce a suspect had been identified and an active capital murder warrant had been issued. 2 days later, police would identify both shooters to the public. 24-year-old Adonis Robinson is a
Jesus Christ. Man, what is it with you real ninjas and having a cross? I mean, what is that, Passover? Y'all deeply religious? Like, what is this? I've seen so many. Is that a knife too? 21 Savage? It's a knife? Like, I would like to know who the hell finds it necessary to put a demonic, because it's not like you see Christians doing this, right? So it's obvious that these guys are adjacent to Christianity, like they know what they're doing. Like, why get a cross? And that looked like a damn cross. Why get a cross? Is that like an act of defiance towards God? Like you just a whole demon that you would tattoo a cross in your forehead? Somebody please explain to me that cross. And why these dudes keep putting crosses and upside down crosses on their dang forehead.
Convicted sex offender who was released from prison in August of 2024. He'd be convicted of sexual assault and failing to comply with sex offender registration. Apparently, he was 19 years old at the time of his arrest, while his victim was 55.
Bro.
Hold up. Wait a minute.
Broski said that the victim was 55 and he was 19. The victim was 55 that he tried to, the draws he tried to take.
A manhunt is underway for two capital murder suspects who killed a father and daughter in Forest Hill. Good evening, I'm Steve Eager. Police say 24-year-old.
I'm sorry, excuse me. Okay, so I still got a little echo going on. Trying to fix a few things. But the draws that he tried to take is 55 and he was 19.
Oh, hell
no! At least I understand where women is like, oh, age don't mean nothing. Bro, this dude tried to do some broad date. No wonder he got a cross in the middle of his forehead. This dude has been a moral. Who's his mama? Who is his mama? Who the hell is this kid's? Oh Lord, this dude is
Weird.
I don't understand what the hell is going on. What is absolutely going? What in the ghetto high ninja hell? 55 and he 19 at the time.
According to a news article from 2019, a woman was jogging a trail when she passed a man wearing a hoodie pulled tight over his head. She was attacked from behind as he threw her to the ground, hitting her and threatening to beat her unconscious if she didn't stop screaming. She continued to fight back and scream as he tried pulling down her jogging shorts. Someone nearby heard the screams and came to her aid as the suspect saw them and ran off. During the attack, the suspect dropped his phone charger, and DNA on the charger would trace back to Adonis. Surveillance video from a nearby cell phone store would show he bought the charger hours before the attack.
Lord have mercy.
You can't make this shit up. You can't make this shit up. Y'all heard it.
Man, who's raising these demons? How do you turn 19 years old, crash all the way out so hard to where you willing to attack a 55-year-old woman jogging? And I'm sure it's broad daylight. Just, oh my goodness. And he's free. Correct me if I'm wrong, but I'm assuming that this happened in Texas. Texas is usually hard on violent crime. How did he be 19, do that, and then get out of prison and be 24 to do what he just got through doing? He only spent barely 4 or 5 years in prison for an attempted taking advantage of? You know what I mean? Like, that don't make no sense. How the heck did Texas look at him with that dang cross on his forehead and say, oh yeah, let's let him back out? What kind of miscarriage of justice is going on here?
21-year-old Jacoby Russell has prior convictions for unlawfully carrying a weapon, assault of a pregnant person, and
D-Dog say, what's up, NGE? I'm late, bro. Then you ain't late. We just getting the party started, man. You ain't late. We just getting the party started. G say, goofy. He's a goofy. She didn't call him a goofy. Broski a whole goofy. He say, Pookie.
Stop him!
He's talking about Pookia is his mama. Yo, you out of line.
assault with bodily injury. Apparently in 2023, he beat his child's mother by striking, scratching, or dragging her with his hand. Prior convictions for unlawfully carrying a weapon, assault of a pregnant person, and assault with bodily injury. Apparently in 2023, he beat his child's mother by striking, scratching, or dragging her with his hand.
Hold up. Wait a minute.
He beat his child's...
I sentence you to 500 lashes for conduct unbecoming a black man.
Broski beat his child's mother. So we got one of them that's trying to take the draws of a 55-year-old. And then we got another one that's beating the brakes off of his baby mama. Why she pregnant? Good Lord, what? And they free to get out and do stuff. That's what I'm tripping out on. Like, Texas is like Oklahoma. We typically are tough on violent crime, but you know what we actually more tough on? Drug offenses, believe it or not. Get caught. Well, I mean, it's not that bad now because they legalized certain, they legalized the bud, but before then, you can get caught with the bud and end up with a worse charge than somebody that got caught with that on them. You see what I'm saying? So I don't know, man. I don't understand how these real ninjas, these fine young gentlemen was free.
A plea deal would leave him on probation for 3 years, but only months later he'd be arrested for shooting a man.
Oh my!
Another plea deal would spare him from prison, reducing his crime to a misdemeanor and sentencing him to a 1-year labor sentence, meaning once a week he had to work at the sheriff's office.
How do you get domestic v. a misdemeanor? How do you assault a pregnant female and get it taken down to a misdemeanor? How? He don't even look like he got money. Like, these kind of crash outs can't pay for the type of lawyers to get you those type of deals. What? Texas, what is going on with y'all? Like, Texas.
I'm Michael Jordan. Stop it. Get some help.
Like, what is going on with Texas? For real. Like, what's going on with all of Texas? I don't understand Texas at all, man. How are y'all allowing these real ninjas to go out? No wonder a little girl ended up losing her life. Y'all letting these kind of idiots out on the streets. These are the worst kind of these are the worst kind of crash outs.
He decided not to go and had a warrant out for his arrest at the time of the car wash shooting. It would seem the system failed its Texas citizens, as neither man should have been in society after one attempted a rape while the other beat his pregnant girlfriend and then shot a man. The internet would heat up when photos of Jacoby next to Texas rapper CJ Casino were found. This would make a connection that would leave fans spinning theories as to who was responsible for getting Ronnie killed. But instead of focusing on the hypotheticals, what we need to focus on is accountability. I can't say what made Ronnie a target. It could have been his affiliation to the rapper Go Yayo that got him killed. But he was at a car wash in the morning with his daughter when shooters opened fire. It's become normal for anyone involved in hip-hop, from rappers to producers to even DJs, to expect violence because it comes within the culture of hip-hop. So a 30-year-old father can be considered careless for even having his daughter in the back seat. Normalizing violence leaves...
See, this is... Okay, so there's a part of me that feels sorry for this guy.
Hit it, hit it, hit it.
There's a part of me that feels sorry for this guy, and then there's a part of me that doesn't. There's a part of me that feels bad for Ronnie, and then there's a part of me that doesn't. Ronnie apparently is like 30 years old. And my whole thing is, how do you manage to be a 30-year-old moron? Why? I understand the appeal of hip hop and everything like that, but everything changes, bro, when you can't live a double life. And I think I'm preaching to the choir right now, but I'm gonna go ahead and preach to the choir. You cannot live a double life. All these guys out here, and there's a lot of people that want to give this guy some sympathy and say that, oh, well, this shouldn't happen to no man. Understand something. As a man, this is why the proper man movement is absolutely necessary, because if he was a proper man, his daughter would still be alive, because you wouldn't be out there in the streets mingling with people that's gonna get you whacked. Simple and plain. And you dang sure wouldn't have your daughter nowhere near you while you in the midst of some BS. It's obvious that you trying to get a little career, or he was trying to get a career online as a rapper, but you toting guns in the videos and stuff like that. Like, anybody can see that this is obvious. Look, do I have to sit here and show you what type of energy he's on? He's on that real man energy, that real ninja energy. And that's what comes with being a real ninja, whether you pretending or not, whether you did something or not, whether it's retaliatory or not. Somebody did something to somebody that sent 2 crash outs, lifelong crash outs, that will crash out on baby mamas and crash out on 55-year-old women. It don't bother. It's not beyond the scope of the imagination that them 2 individuals would put a trigger on a little girl. It's as terrible as that sound, because you have to understand the mindset of a person that's gonna run down an old lady in broad daylight and try to take something for her, or the mindset of somebody that's gonna beat his pregnant baby mama. They don't care about old people or kids. Now, again, I understand that no man deserves to have that level of, well, I'm not gonna say no man, because there's a lot of people that do deserve it, but I'm assuming that Lil Ronnie didn't deserve exactly what he got. But he wanted to be a thug first before a father. And now there's nothing we can do for the child. Who really feels bad for Lil Ronnie, or do you just feel bad for the child? Because let's keep it real. If the daughter did not die, would anybody even be talking about this? And that's the uncomfortable truth. Moving on.
Men not having the ability to be fathers, as their lives are constantly in danger. And in this situation, I don't think the shooters knew that little girl was in the car, but the thought of what if didn't stop them. I can't think of anyone that isn't disgusted with this story. A 5-year-old girl being gunned down with her father. Her last moments in the back of a car while his were on the pavement. At the end of the day, killing is killing, and every day the wrong people get shot. But who's actually to blame? If the shooters were locked up back when one tried to rape a woman and the other shot a man, they wouldn't have had the ability to kill that little girl. If the so-called street code was real, the shooters would have got punished for targeting women in the past, but they didn't. Everyone can claim women and children are off limits, but the reality is, the streets knows no limits. Any and anyone can fall victim, and whoever's left either seeks revenge continuing the cycle or attempts to pick up the pieces. As for the two shooters, on March 6th, 3 days after the shooting, cell phone video would emerge of multiple police vehicles at a Chevron gas station in Livingston, Texas. Livingston Police, Fort Worth Police.
Hold up. So you mean to tell me that these morons wasn't even smart enough to get out of town? They wasn't smart enough to get out of town. They got caught in Livingston, Texas. They still in Texas. Why wouldn't you take your butt to Oklahoma? Why wouldn't you take your butt? I don't know. Take your butt somewhere. Kansas, something. Why are you still in Texas?
And Texas Rangers would place a man and woman into custody, with police having confirmed the man was none other than Adonis Robinson. It's unclear at this time if the female will face charges of accessory.
Now we're gonna get into this little something here in just a second. Cause she actually came out and was doing a whole bunch of ghetto babble and cussing and all kind of other stuff. And it took me forever to edit out all them dang cuss words. I know I missed a few, but anyway, you know, apparently this woman right here is the getaway driver, okay? And there's a lot of people that are they're not believing that she didn't have nothing to do with it. They did release her, and apparently she's not safe out there on them streets. Apparently, that she might be the victim of some vigilante justice, if you understand what I'm talking about.
On March 7th, Jacoby Russell would be arrested in Fort Worth, and the chase officially came to an end. With both men facing capital murder charges, under Texas law, they can face execution, which I can't imagine anyone protesting against. A GoFundMe for the mother of the little girl that was taken will be pinned in the comment section of this video for anyone wanting to donate.
I wonder who set up the GoFundMe. Did her mama, the little girl's mama, set up a GoFundMe? And if that's the case, I'm gonna say something, and I know a lot of people is not going to agree with what I'm about to say. If that GoFundMe was set up by that little girl's mama, I don't want nobody to donate to that dang GoFundMe. Stop out! And you know why. You know good and well why. Listen, I'm not about to sit here and start rewarding no ghetto ass behavior from none of these dang Jezebels. This woman has set in motion, whoever this woman is, I do not even feel sorry for her. I know full well, I already know. I know what's going on. I know, here I go. You know I'm about to go in. Because I don't feel sorry for women that go out, choose thugs, choose dudes that's obviously about that life, associating with the streets, the hood, and all this other stuff, and having kids with them. And then the worst happened. That bullet should have hit her.
He ain't lying.
That bullet should have hit her. Because that's usually what happens to these women in these situations. I don't feel sorry for no hood rat that find theyself meeting the dang Grim Reaper after dealing with one of these goddamn thugs. I don't feel bad for Lil Ronnie at all. I feel bad for the little girl. But let's go ahead and keep it real. Let's go ahead and keep it real. Do y'all really think that that little girl was going to grow up to be anything other than a repeat of her mama? Let's just call it what it is. We about to talk about the uncomfortable truth. We about to talk about the uncomfortable truth, and I'm about to make some people upset. I know I good and well. I'm about to make somebody upset watching this. Because I'm not about to sit here and pretend that everything's all rosy, everything's all good and dandy when we know full well what comes from these dang ghettos. We know full well the type of women that come out of these dang ghettos and what they do. They choose the Lil Ronnies. Oh yeah, I'm gonna let you watch the baby while you go to the car wash. Anybody that's in any city know good and well that all the effery goes down in the clubs, the car wash, the taco stands, the weed spot, all of that. Why would you take your little girl to a dadgum car wash? Now I'm not worried about Lil Ronnie, he dead. To the baby mama, why in the hell would you let a thug take your daughter and then turn around and try to go get a GoFundMe like we supposed to feel sorry for you? No, I'm not about to enable no bad behavior out of your ass. Why should we reward you? No, you deal with it. You deal with it. Covering the funeral costs and nothing. No, this was a ghetto ass ninja moment that was orchestrated by you 5 years ago. And that's the uncomfortable truth. This was a ghetto ass ninja moment that was orchestrated by this woman 5 years ago. Cause what did you think was gonna happen? Oh, we're just gonna live life merry. We're just gonna go to school and graduate from college and get a good degree. No, what the hell was gonna happen? You knew good and well somebody was gonna smoke his ass. He probably knew somebody was gonna smoke his ass. That don't make no damn sense. And here's the bad thing about these Jezebel hood rat women in the dang hood. Do you see how many black men, how many lives are lost due to the action of one of them? She's just fine. She about to go get yet another dude here in the next couple months. And you better believe that he a little thug. She ain't learned shit. Don't you dare. I swear to God, if you watching this right now, you bet not dare donate to no damn GoFundMe. Don't donate to no dang hood rat that's sitting out here allowing all this crap to go on repeat. This repeat cycle. She knew full well that dude nor that dang kid had a damn future. Talking about a GoFundMe. Why don't you pay for it with all the little hood money that he was showing in these dang videos? He got a lot of money right there. How come you ain't got access to it? You got access to every goddamn thing else. I can't stand these goddamn hood rats have some effery pop off and then want to expect the community to come together and spend some damn money. Hell no. Hell no. Hell no. No. Do not donate to no GoFundMe. By all due respect, ma'am, F you.
A picture posted on Ronnie's Instagram would show his daughter with another little girl, and the caption would read, "My baby girl couldn't stand the fact that her friend was sad. This morning her daddy couldn't make it to Donuts with Daddy, so we let her know it's okay to join us and she can snap it up, and that changed her whole mood. My little Valentine's, literally." A small act of kindness by Ronnie and his daughter would be returned after their tragic deaths, as that same little girl sent a video expressing how she misses her friend.
I missed you at school today, our mommy. I love you.
Now this is one of...
You know what? That just pissed me off. That right there just pissed me off. Because, see, this is the consequences that happens when we have two idiots getting together to procreate something. Children are innocent. They don't know no better. They don't know they was born to dumb parents. But these women are government sponsored to be exactly how they are. These women are government sponsored to cause all this effery. Do you know that that sent ripples throughout the entire community? The entire community is messed up. But if we were proper men and we could stop these dang hood rats from procreating, none of this would happen. This was all a butterfly effect from one hood rat. Lil Ronnie didn't take nobody's draws. She chose that. That's why I say when men, a lot of women don't like it when I say this, but when it comes to the sexual marketplace and the sexual dynamics between men and women, men have opportunity, women have choice. I'm going to explain it yet again. Men have opportunity, women have choice. Women choose who they want to be with, whether that be in a relationship, sexually, or whatever. Men take the opportunity. Yeah, we might send out the job application. I applied to Walmart. I applied to Target. I applied to the dang construction company or whatever. Who called me back? It was Walmart. So I took the opportunity. Women are the ones out here choosing. They're not out here applying. How many women approach you on a day-to-day basis? They're not out here doing that. They choosing. Just like a hiring manager will choose. They just choose. Oh, this is the dude I want. This is the dude I want. This is the dude I don't want. This is the dude I don't want. So one Jezebel's choice caused this entire ripple across the entire community. And how I know that these Jezebels are not innocent will be for the next video that I play. Because see, you know the little idiot with the cross on his head and all that extra? See, he is the boyfriend, I think, or the side piece, side ninja, whatever he is, to the chick that was rumored to be the getaway driver. She went out of her way. Let's say she wasn't the getaway driver right then and there, but she went out of her way to meet up with some idiot with a dang cross on his dang forehead. These are the type of dudes that these women choose. And she's a single mother. You can't make this up. You can't make it up. She's a single mother choosing to have a dude with a cross on his head that was assaulting a woman at 19. And she knew about this. She assaulted a 55-year-old woman at 19. But she chose to have this dude around her kids as a single mother.
You can't make this shit up. You can't make this shit up. Y'all heard it.
I'm gonna play y'all that video. I'm about to play y'all that video because I want y'all to see just how ridiculous the Jezebel black woman is.
One of the saddest deaths within hip hop in recent times, right? To hear that somebody's
Give me 1
daughter
second.
got killed, and I mean,
We
there's
having
been similar situations. We had the
technical difficulties. Had technical difficulties. So I want y'all to see what y'all just saw. Hold on. Let me rewind it. So basically, this is the dude that's getting in the car right now is one of the suspects. The dude that's running to the car. He tried to run around. Then he's going ahead and getting in the side that the other dude was in. So they had a getaway driver.
Who I knew was gonna get fucking caught. He was moving to just talking. You all talking, but you release my fucking number. You weird. You weird. Cause I was the same that was helping you when you had that CPS case. What the bitch? You know how I am with kids. I would never hurt no fucking kid, bro.
That's cap. She says, I know, y'all know how I am with kids. I will never hurt no kids, but you got a dude with a cross on his forehead. That can only mean that he is an unapologetic demon in the face of God that assaulted a 55-year-old woman and tried to take her cooter from her at 19. But I would never hurt no kid. Really, Queen? Really?
I would never agree with nobody hurting no fucking kids, bro. Like, are you cool? You know that. Like, you know that. So for you to bash me like that, you to do the game like that, my mama, you trifling in a hoe, bro. Because anybody know me, bro. I've never harmed a kid a day in my life, bro. I never did nothing to no kids, bro. I don't agree with that killing no kids. I asked him, how the fuck could you do some shit like that? How the fuck can you sleep doing shit like that? What the
How dare you?
You asking him all that? Really? Does anybody actually believe this woman? Does anybody actually believe this woman, or do you know her type? The type to turn on you when everything get real? Look at her face. No, I'm serious. I'm not even trying to joke right now. Look at her face and tell me if one,
she belongs to the streets.
That, and then two, if she don't look like a daggum ghetto hood booger monster. Listen to her language. She got one of them round faces. Come on now. We all know what it looked like. These overweight, hood boogered, ghettoed out hood rats that are more masculine than He-Man with Captain America in a wrestling contest. She got a dang ring on her nose, and tell me that this type of woman is somehow innocent of any involvement, yet she ain't got, she's easily putting herself in the vicinity of all this effery. And tell me why these dudes are so quick to tell her what the hell happened. See, that's the question that ain't nobody asking. Why would they tell her what the heck happened? Why wouldn't you just get in the car and be quiet? Why wouldn't you just get in the car and be quiet? In fact, how does she know all the details of what happened? Because apparently she was the first person that they had contact with before everything blew up on the news. So what's the problem? What's the problem, sweetie? Or did you hear everything that blew up on the news, then you went out there and met up with them? Why would you do that? Normal people would have blocked all communications. But she's a lying ass hood rat. That's what's going on. She a lying ass hood rat. And she gonna get off. Let me tell you something, fellas. This is what's gonna piss you off. She about to get off. Ain't nothing gonna happen to this woman. Nothing.
I was mad about that. The fuck I know. Y'all bashing, so y'all got questions. Ask them motherfucking questions. Ask questions, and my mama, I'm gonna tell y'all what's going on. Ask a question. On God, I will let you know. Y'all want to know how the fuck? Y'all want to know how we got caught? I will gladly tell y'all. They put a track on my car.
Oh Lord. This woman is not only stupid, she a clown. This woman said, yeah, she got caught because they put a tracker on her car. Baby girl. Who lives in a city and believes that? If you live in any metropolitan area, they got cameras almost everywhere that get your tag number. That's how them Lil Durk shooters got caught. Because those cameras will get the tag number of the car. Who in the FBI, CIA, Mission Impossible, dump. Who doing some Mission Impossible to put a tracker on her car far before anything pop off? Somebody please tell me what James Bond agent is assigned to this hood rat bitch. Like, make it make sense. We gotta put a tracker on her car. Why? Put a tracker on your car for what? It's your car. It ain't like it's the ninja's car. It's your car. So why would the FBI? Who's putting a tracker on your car and if you ain't involved in nothing? Oh man, you can't make this up. You Jesus Christ. Sorry. We had a little bit of technical difficulties. But this is funny. This is hilarious. This woman really, but you know what? She's so used to being around idiot, moron-minded people that she truly believes that somebody is buying this story. Also, before she begins, or should I say continues, ain't this the exact behavior of a kid when they get caught with their hand in the cookie jar? Y'all know kids like this, they get loud. No, I ain't do nothing. What would you do that for? Why would I do that? Why would I do that? Why would I do that? Come on, man. Why would I do that? Why would I do that? I ain't did nothing. I ain't did nothing.
They interrogated me too like I was guilty because I had nothing to do with none of that. None of that. Nothing at all. Hell no. Hell no.
Sure.
Hell no. It had nothing to do with that. But
sure.
Where everybody that's bashing y'all, because y'all don't know the truth. Y'all don't know the real. Because when the truth can come out that I had nothing to do with none of this, you all gonna be looking pissy, looking dumb, stupid, goofy bitches. Like y'all telling me to go to hell. Bitch, I'm out. Y'all, everybody who said I wasn't gonna get out, bitch, I'm out. I didn't take him. I didn't take him nowhere. I didn't take the nowhere. The was already out here. The was already out here. I don't even know how he got out here. I didn't take that nowhere. I didn't take that nowhere. I didn't take him out here. I didn't take him out here. He was already out here. He told me to come out here, and that's exactly what the fuck I did, came out. I wasn't hiding it or nothing. That knew the chances he was taking, getting in this motherfucking car. I had nothing to do with none of that. I told him, I said, I feel like they following me.
Oh, Lord.
He told me, nah, ain't nobody following you good. Bitch, you tried to get in this car, you got caught. That ain't got shit to do with me. I'm glad they got your ass. Bitch, I'm scared. The whole time we're in the car ride, I'm scared. Bitch, what the fuck is you on?
She said, I'm scared. The whole time I'm in the car ride, I'm scared.
Get the rocks.
Yeah.
Abdul?
Yeah, get the rocks.
Get the rocks.
You know what I would be afraid of? A dude with a cross in his forehead that got convicted of trying to take advantage of a 55-year-old woman when he was only 19 years old. That's what I would be afraid of. So somebody tell me, which one is it? Did she either know what was going on beforehand and then sent her and then went out, or did she not know what was going on at all and got caught up into something? Somebody let me know which one it was. Which lie are you willing to believe?
I'm asking him questions. Fuck you back. Why you do that? How could you do that? How could you kill a kid, bro? How could you do that? How could you kill a kid?
Did you ask him how he could try to take advantage of a 55-year-old woman? Because if you would have asked that question, you wouldn't have to ask how he could kill a kid. Because it don't take a logical leap to do one and not the other. But we supposed to sit here and believe that this woman is innocent.
He kept telling me he didn't know that baby was there. Bitch, are you okay? Are you okay? Are you cool, ho? How could you kill a kid?
I'm Michael Jordan. Stop it. Get some help.
So basically, with all that being said, we're left to believe that this woman had not the slightest clue what was going on. She's completely innocent. She wasn't the getaway driver. And we got an update that's here 3 hours ago from Fox 4 Dallas Worth.
And Fox 4
I'm gonna play
obtained
this update real quick for y'all so y'all can see the update. Lil Ronnie murder suspect ID left in the getaway car, which leads to arrest. So this is some new evidence that's coming out that was just posted 3 hours ago. Let's see what they have to say.
And Fox 4 obtained new details about the shooting at a Forest Hill car wash that killed a father and his 5-year-old daughter. Both suspects are in custody for capital murder after that shooting 1 week ago today. Fox 4's Dion Anglin is live with what those court documents reveal. Dion?
Other Hannah, disturbing details from court documents today, yet still no clear motive has been laid out.
Adonis Robinson, arrested in Polk County on Thursday, is now in the Tarrant County Jail. On Friday, 21-year-old Jacoby Russell was also booked into the jail. Both men are facing capital murder charges in the Forest Hill car wash deaths of rap artist Ronnie Sibley and his 5-year-old daughter Armani. Court documents in the case include an arrest affidavit for Robinson. And while it does not reflect a motive in the ambush killing, it does include details that played out a week ago. It indicates Sibley was vacuuming his car when two men got out of a 2016 white Kia Rio. It states the suspects were armed with an assault-style rifle and handguns.
They probably had a Draco and something probably with a switch on it.
Investigators describe how they approached Sibley and immediately opened fire, and they continued to fire and chase Sibley.
So, okay, I was watching Anton Daniels, I think last night, and he was getting into it with his chat. He said that he would not have ran. He said that he would have shielded his daughter, and his chat was eating him up. Shout out to Gringo TV for the subscription. Appreciate you, brother. He was getting into it with his chat, and his chat was like, "You wrong, bro, you wrong." And he was like, "I don't care." He had a hard stance. So I'm gonna ask y'all. Y'all let me know. And I'm going to show the answers on screen. And then we're going to talk about it. If you was in a situation like this, would you shield your kid or would you try to run to get away from the kid? I'm going to give y'all some time to answer that. Would you shield your kid or would you give yourself some time to get away from would you shield your kid or would you run away to separate yourself from the shooters? Let's see. He says, D-Dog says, I'll save my little girl. Here's the thing. And I agree that I would want to save my child as much as I could, but I'm going to disagree with Anton. I'm not going to try to shield my child. I'm going to try to run. I'm going to try to get as far away from the car as quickly as possible. Now, because I don't necessarily know if he saw, if it was like an ambush and he didn't see him coming and they started shooting far before he had a chance to run, or if he saw him beforehand and then made a split decision. And I'm gonna tell y'all why. I'm gonna try to get away because I want the bullets. If they gonna hit me, I want them to have a clear path to me. I don't want them to have to get through anything to hit me. That's my version of saving my daughter. Is they obviously coming here for me, more than likely. I don't think my daughter did anything at 5 years old. So I'm gonna try to run as quickly as I can to try to get away from it. So if I, maybe I'll get away, because to me, I'm looking at it logic. Well, I can think about it. In the moment, you're not gonna be able to make these decisions. You're not gonna think, you're just gonna act. But being able to think about it, I'm gonna look at it logically. Let me try to get as far away as I can, because two things can happen in my favor. I might get away, and if bullets is flying, they're not flying in the direction of my kid. They flying in, my direction. But if I try to shield my daughter, anybody that has fired firearms knows that bullets go right through. They go right through. So even if I held my daughter and I'm shielding her, those bullets is going right through me and hitting her. If anything, it's almost like I'm trapping my daughter. Because it's obvious that the shooters, according to what the cameras saw and what everybody's saying, they was about to run away, and then they saw that he was still running and they doubled back to finish the job. So I'm going to assume they stood over him, which means that they wanted to make sure they got the job done. You see what I'm saying? So if I'm there holding my baby, they gonna stand over me and You see what I mean? Nah. So I agree. I agree with him taking off running. I agree with him taking off running. I don't fault him for that. And there might, a couple of y'all might disagree with my take, but I mean, 50 Cent say that no time to cock it, no way you can stop it when ninjas run up on you with them things out. They do what they gotta do. They don't care if they get caught. Like, it just is what it is. There's no time to do nothing when they already up on you, So I think he made the best decision trying to, book it as far as he can away from the situation in hopes that he might get away and draw the fire away from his kid.
As he tried to run and get away. The document reveals Sibley's 5-year-old daughter, while in the front passenger seat of his vehicle, was struck and killed by those flying bullets.
Oh, Lord. So she was in the front passenger seat. Fellas, hold on. Let me ask y'all another question. I'm going to ask y'all another question. I don't know how many of y'all have kids, but when my daughter was 5, she wasn't riding in the front seat, and that's for safety reasons. That's for safety reasons. The front seat is not safe for kids unless they in like a car seat face backwards or something, and it still ain't really safe. The safest spot in the car for a kid, my daughter always rode in the middle of the car because it's the safest spot. It's away from the doors. It's in the back seat in the middle of the car. Why is a 5-year-old in the front seat? See that right there? That's exactly how these hood rat Jezebels end up getting whacked when they in the car with a thug, because they be in the front seat passenger side. All the bullets usually is going to come from that direction. Or if he's knowing it, he going to duck and you getting hit because you don't know what's going on. The back seat is the same. This dude is 30. Well, this dude was 30 years old, and he didn't even do what a good father would do and have his daughter in the back seat where she might still be alive. What if he would have had a car accident? She gone. There's no, I don't care, you got a seatbelt or not. There's no protection in that front seat for no 5-year-old. That's why they tell you, even in the car will have somewhere on the little flap thing that the visor, they'll have somewhere on the visor that you should be of a certain age before you riding in the front seat. That little girl didn't stand no chance. She didn't stand a chance with these ninjas as parents. This is why, fellas, we got to get on the proper man movement. We have to get on the proper man movement, man. It's crazy. Like, I just can't, man. There are so many elements of failure that have occurred. There are so many elements of failure that have occurred that I just can't. Hold on, let me try. I'm trying to fix a few things, make sure everything's good. But anyway, yeah, there's so many elements of failure that for this little girl that there was no way in hell she was gonna survive.
Further information indicates Fort Worth police located the white Kia Rio at an apartment complex, and surveillance video obtained shows 2 men dressed identical to the suspects arriving a few minutes after the fatal shooting. They park the car, get out, and toss objects into a grassy field before going into an apartment. It was Robinson.
And they knew all of that. They had all that information. Those cameras saw them get out the car. The cameras also saw them. The camera saw them get out the car. The cameras also saw them toss their guns and whatever little piece of evidence. That's what I'm trying to tell you. Like, these cameras is the main reason. I guarantee you that those cameras followed that car all the way from the shooting all the way to the apartment complex. Because remember, if y'all ever followed the story with FBG Duck, his shooters, they had cameras. They pulled the cameras. It followed them all the way from O Block, from their parents' or whoever's apartment, caught them coming down the stairs, getting in the car, driving through traffic, shooting FBG Duck, getting in the car, and driving back to O Block. And let me tell you something that's crazier than that. The police was behind them. The police they followed them all the way back to O Block and then turned around once they got into O Block. Because somebody, probably police chief, said, no, the FBI's are probably already investigating them. So they had to turn around. That's crazy. But this hood rat said that there was a tracker on her car. Yeah, the cameras. Because when you going out here and doing something crazy in these streets, the cameras is catching you every which way. They can pull everywhere you going, all that. These dudes ain't even up on how to slide, the new way to slide. You supposed to slide in a stolen vehicle. These dudes is renting. I'm not about to give no information. I'm just an OG. I'm not about to give no information to these morons. They might see this video. I want you to stay stupid so you can keep getting caught. Oh, you stay stupid. We don't need you out here free. All these dudes. We don't need dudes that look like this out here in the free world. This is not a brother, okay? This is a ninja, all right? This right here is a ninja. There's a difference between me and him. No, we are not the same. This is a ninja. This dude right here is a ninja, all right? I'm a brother, he a ninja. You know what I'm saying? And I ain't talking about the ones that was assassins from Japan. I'm talking about the sons of Jezebel, these ninjas.
Johnson's girlfriend, according to the affidavit, who identified him. She was seen driving away in the vehicle. Police stopped her and brought her in for questioning, where she told investigators Robinson borrowed the car after dropping her off at work, then called her later, provided the location of the vehicle, and told her to come pick the vehicle up because something had happened. Police say Robinson's Texas identification card was located inside the white Kia.
It's all kind of lies jumping off. It's everybody and their mama lying. Everybody, you see, when stuff like this pop off, you can depend on some dang lies You can depend on a whole lot of lies going on. It's a whole lot of lying going on. I can't believe that. Oh yeah, he dropped the car off. He dropped the car off. I didn't know where it was. And come on, baby girl. Ain't nobody believing that story. They should lock up everybody under God's green sun. Everybody should be getting locked up that's remotely tied to this. But they know that there's a lot of informants going on too. It's a big case, and they don't want to mess up anything during the investigation because they know everybody tied to this is gonna start lying. So they got to be real careful where they pulling their information from. Let me get into these. He says, Definite G, what's up, bro? Says, too many preventable situations. Easily preventable. And here's the thing about it. A lot of these situations could have been prevented if we didn't have government-sponsored hood rat Jezebels running rampant. One Jezebel took care of, let's see, how many lives did one Jezebel ruin? So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 different lives, possibly 6. One Jezebel's sexual choices. This is why it's so important. This is why I go so hard on these Jezebels. This is why I go so hard on black women. Because Chun-Li in her community, at least here in America, Chun-Li ain't doing this. Chun-Li is not choosing the worst of the worst to perpetuate the BS time and time again. That's why I said in my last video, that wasn't my last video. I had a video. Hold on, let me see. I'm gonna get the exact title of what I named that video. I said, and I think it was Coi Leray. I said that black women are the most racist weapons ever created. I'm about to go in. I said that black women are the most racist weapons ever created because under what system of oppression have black men ever faced more destructive than black women? Modern American black women. I'm serious, and I'm not even about to sit on her and start doing with the he cooning. No, I'm asking a legitimate question. Where in human history, in 400 years of slavery and all the other stuff, where have we faced more oppression and death? Because see, what they don't want to tell you is see, a lot of the slaves, they grew old. Yeah, I said it. A lot of the slaves grew old. Most of us is getting whacked before we what? The slaves survived slavery. How many of us survived the hood? I'm asking legitimate questions. If it wasn't for the pushback against baby deletion, how many of us would have survived our mama's womb? I'm asking legitimate questions. How many of y'all had to survive mama's boyfriend? How many of y'all had to survive your own home? Forget the hood. How many of y'all had to survive the woman that if she get pissed off, everybody messed up? I know I'm talking to somebody here. Somebody answer this question. Under what system of oppression? Was it slavery? Was it Jim Crow? Is it white supremacy? Somebody tell me under what system of oppression it was more destructive as a whole to the black community outside of the black Jezebel? Who? Who has done more destruction? Who has raised more hell than the black Jezebel? And I'm not even joking. Who has raised more hell than the black Jezebel? How many black men have died under the black Jezebel? How many black men got wiped out in this situation? The black Jezebel is the worst woman in human history. And I said human history because if you go into the tech books, you will never see anything outside of modern society more destructive. Nobody in Sodom and Gomorrah was more destructive. Nobody in the 18th, 17th, 16th century was more destructive. No group of women has been more callous. No group of women has been more callous towards their own men than the American black Jezebel. So the question is, what do we do about it as black men? Because I'm gonna tell y'all something. Other races of men, those women have a tribe. Like the Latino, he has a tribe. The Latino community is a patriarchy. I have seen 5'3" Latinas look up to 5'5" Latinos as if they Godzilla and respect them. And he been working at a warehouse, or he's a welder or something like that. He's a janitor at Walmart, and they still respect that man. Be a janitor at Walmart and see if the average black woman is going to respect you. I'm serious. And I'm not even joking. They have a patriarchy. They have a tribe. See, American black men, we don't have a tribe. That's the reason why nothing is ever going to get better. And I hate to tell you some defeatist news, but nothing is ever going to get better in a quote unquote community because it's a matriarchy. It's a matriarchy under the power structure. You have to ask who controls black women. Who controls them? It's the language they speak. It's who's on their money. Who's on the money? Look at a dollar. Who own it? What language do we speak? We speak English. So who's the father? Who's the father? See, Chun-Li speaks Chinese or Korean or Japanese. Maria and Consuela, they speak Spanish. What language does the American black woman speak? English. Who are the English? That's who controls them. And by controlling them, they control us. Black men, we don't have a tribe. There is no black community. Your community is in your own household. That's why I say you have to be a proper man. Because as a proper man, you have to select a proper woman to have your kids. And you will find yourself in a situation where you can have a patriarchal home. Because see, here's the thing about patriarchal homes. None of this stuff goes down. We protect our kids. I'm not saying that it's not possible. I'm just saying it's unlikely. That's why statistics bear it out. That's why you don't hear about stuff like this willy-nilly when a patriarch is in the dang house. Egalitarian relationships don't work. Matriarchal relationships don't work. And most American modern women are egalitarian at best. And they lead to situations just like this, where you have a 5-year-old that was in the front seat where she should have never been, in a dang car wash with a thug where she should have never been, getting hit by bullets that was meant for his ass. Let's get into the comments, man. He's saying facts. No one raised more hell than her. You ain't never lie. They raised hell without custody rights. They raised hell without custody rights, fellas. This story disturbed me on a lot of levels, and I felt the need to go live to do it because I don't think we asking the right questions. And y'all know what questions that I'm going to ask. I'm going to always ask the same damn questions. I'm going to always ask the same damn questions. And that question is, why do we allow these women to choose the worst kind of man, have babies, put up GoFundMes like somebody's supposed to feel sorry for her? Again, I don't want nobody to go to that GoFundMe. Put up GoFundMes when stuff blow up and then walk away from the situation unscathed to go do it again. One's dead. What he used to say? He used to say, one's in jail, the other one's in hell, and she's on a new dude named Montel. Or Darrell. Or Jarrell. This Jezebel hood rat that decided to give a baby to a thug is about to go repeat the process. Fellas, she's about to go repeat the damn process. And there ain't nothing we can do. Ain't nothing we can do about it. She about to go repeat the process, and we just got to sit here and wait for her to make us all look bad again. We got to sit here and wait for her to put another child's life in danger. Just like the other woman that didn't do nothing. I didn't do nothing. I didn't know what he got going on. But you a single mother bringing a dude with a cross on his forehead around your kids. And he would sexually assault a 55-year-old woman in broad daylight. He ain't gonna do nothing to your kids though, right? He ain't gonna do nothing to your kids though, right? But we gotta sit here and pretend that, oh no, it's just, you know, men in the manosphere, they just bitter. Somebody hurt them. Who hurt you? Your mama black? Yeah, both my mamas was black. And both did some Jezebel shit too. Both of them. So did my sisters. They both did some Jezebel stuff. Ended up single mothers. Both my mamas were single mothers. That's like a 100% rate. That's like a 100% rate. So we're just talking anecdotally from what I've seen, right? But it's funny how every time I come across these young men in the workplace or something like that, they got the same story. I ain't crazy. You see, there's a sickness going on. There's a sickness going on. And the thing about it is they think it's funny. When you see these talk shows on Instagram, Tonight's Conversation and all this other stuff, don't these women find it funny? They just think it's funny. They behavior, all of the things that they do that lead to these type of tragedies, they find it funny. I like me a thug. I like me a thug, bro. I've recorded a video with one of my ex-girlfriends that I have not put up on the channel yet. She's a single mother now, of course, because why wouldn't she be? But I recorded a video and I asked this woman, you know, what she thought of her baby daddies. she didn't have too much nice to say except the person that she's currently with. But of course you would say something nice about him. You're currently with him. And if she's watching this video, she know who I'm talking about. But she used to watch my channel. She may not watch it no more because I be going in on single mothers, and she might, hit dogs might holler. So I don't know if she still watches my channel, but she used to watch. She used to be one of the likes on my videos until I started laying into single mothers. And the thing about it is, she told me that she wouldn't be a single mother if she would have chose me. And I have that in 4K. I have that. Let me see. I have that in 4K. I got that whole receipt. So this is why I know they know what they do. They know exactly what they do. They do it on purpose. I talked to another one of my exes. It was on Facebook. I also got the receipts in 4K as well, because I make sure I get these receipts in 4K. I didn't put it online because I was just waiting to figure out a type of video to kind of make it work. But she's a single mother with multiple baby daddies as well. And she said not the exact same thing word for word, but she said something very similar. I wouldn't be a single mom if I was with you. Both of these are black women. So I look at their friends. Their friends are single mothers. Okay. I look at some of my cousins on my mama's side. My cousins are single mothers. Not all, but most of them. I'd say a good 98% of them. 99, actually. I don't know where the 90. There's only one that I know of that's not a single mother. Botany F says, is that flattering or insulting? My guy, it is both. But it's more insulting than it is flattering. I wasn't flattered by it because I always knew the truth. I always knew the truth. It's not flattering when you know the truth. It just makes you feel better to know that they know the truth. So I wouldn't even say I was flattered. I just say that I was vindicated from knowing that they know. But it is very insulting, actually, because it makes you feel like there's something wrong with you. See, it's in my name, never good enough, right? And part of the reason that I chose that moniker, it's for multifaceted reasons, but part of that reason is because no matter what, you are not going to solve the trauma that is passed down from one black Jezebel to the next. You can't be good enough for these black Jezebels. You can be bad enough, though. And we see the proof of that. You ain't got to go far to see a person bad enough for a black Jezebel. But what about a man that's good enough for him? That's the question that I want somebody to answer tonight. What about a man that's good enough for a black Jezebel? Shouldn't be anybody if she's a Jezebel. And I've had opportunities to be with Jezebelian women. And I chose, we got choices. I chose not to procreate with them. I chose not to procreate with a Jezebelian woman because I know better. I actually love my children. Even though I only have one child, I actually love my baby. And you can't love your baby if they mama is a Jezebel. And you knew that before having a kid with them. How do you love your kid when you know that the parent ain't shit? How do you love your kid when you know the parent ain't shit? I'm not going to give my child the best opportunity for a great dual parent upbringing, a nuclear family. What I'm going to do is I'm going to be hedonistic and I'm just going to go with the vibes and go who I like. No. See, a proper man makes proper choices. You choose proper women. You choose good women. You choose patriarchal women that come from patriarchal households who had a father that told them, I love you. That's what you're supposed to choose. And that's what the proper man movement is about, man. That and a multifaceted issue of the politics behind why these women are allowed to be as they are and what these politicians intend on doing about it. But we gotta get some money in the game, fellas. You gotta get some money because you can't push an agenda if there ain't no money behind it. Who's gonna fund me? Who's going to George Soros this movement? Because if Black Lives Matter, then you would want to stop the Jezebelian hood rat. But I'm a small YouTuber, man. My voice can only go so far. That's why I need y'all to like the video. But I know that even if I was to die tomorrow, I would be on the right side of history with everything that I'm saying right now. I don't know how far these videos may travel. Thousands of views or whatever, it doesn't matter. But if I do die, I need y'all to push my content, bro. For whatever reason. And that you can do that in a different way. I'm not talking to you to, I'm telling you to take my video and share it. I'm saying that one of y'all is gonna have to pick up the damn slack. Because if something happens to me, I can only live on through y'all. The same way as Kevin Samuels. Kevin Samuels died and nobody expected, but his message gets to live on through me and everybody that decides to get on this platform and tell the truth. They'll never be forgotten.
You can't make this shit up.
Long as I'm here. And he was from Oklahoma too. So we got that in common. Because right now I haven't made it to the point to where I'm big enough to make the splash. But understand that once I get to that position, life may catch up. Something may happen to me. Because this is the type of message, when you start talking about politics, when you start talking about holding people accountable, this is the type of message that they don't want out there. See, they'll let the manosphere be as long as we just laughing at the single mothers, as long as we, laughing at 304s, and when women fluke out, crash out, they'll let us be. But the moment we actually have action, the moment we actually have a movement, the moment we actually are putting belt to ass out there in them streets, that's when they gotta. And I'm ready to go, bro. I'm ready to go. I'm not trying to throw shade, but I'm not like the bigger creators that start getting the money and then want to neuter the message down a little bit. I'm not like the creators that's out here actually dealing with the females they telling you not to deal with. And I'm not trying to go to the far right side to try to communion with them. We ain't neutering down no message, and it ain't about the damn money. It's about the purpose. It's about these 5-year-old girls that never stood a chance. It's about little girls like that. That's what this movement is about. That's what my message is about. That's why I do this right here. Because I know that there's a little girl out there with nobody actually talking for her. Fellas, I appreciate everybody coming out to the stream tonight, man. I appreciate y'all spending time with me, man. Shout yourselves out. Most stories say, hey, NGE, what's up, broski? How you doing? D-Dog said that baby never had a chance to live life. And even if that little girl did have a chance, she wouldn't have lived that dang long. Being around the 2 crash out parents that she had. Men think before speak and act. Women think after. That's why even smart women do dumb things. I remember once K. Michelle said that she was dating a good dude, but she didn't like him and admitted she treated him bad on purpose. K. Michelle is a stupid person anyway. We don't care about what K. Michelle does because K. Michelle is an unapologetic Jezebel. K. Michelle is an unapologetic Jezebel and
she belongs to the streets.
Man, I appreciate everybody that came out to rock with me tonight. Before y'all leave, be sure to like the damn video.
Hit it, hit it, hit it, hit it, get it, get it, get it, get it.
And again, bro, if anything was to ever happen to me, man, one of y'all gonna have to start content creation, bro. One of y'all gonna have to pick up the slack and start some content creation and spending all damn day long trying to get a video ready. All right? But man, drink you some water, eat good, make sure you're working out tonight. Make sure you take care of your body. Stay on the proper man journey, fellas. Stay on the proper man journey. I appreciate y'all, man. I want all of you guys to have a good night, become the change you want to see. It's your boy, NGE. Peace.